So it's a 20-year career. How'd you get in the mortgage business?
Man, so I was a personal trainer and ran a martial arts school, and my very first client was a mortgage broker. Her name was Kathy, and she didn't get me in the business actually, but she got my wife into the business. And over the 5 years that I was a personal trainer, my wife just kind of moved up the ladder with the company. She was, front desk, assistant processor. She worked her way to be the assistant to the owner, the lady that I was still training. And
Wow.
after 5 years, I just realized I was capped with my income. I was working, 14-hour days, training a bunch of people, but you couldn't train any more people. And so my wife, she said, "Hey, why don't you get into the mortgage business? I got a top producer that's looking to hire." I'm like, all right. So I interviewed with him. His name was JB. This is 2005, right before his birthday. And I became his assistant. So I was his LP1. He'd take all the apps, meet with the client, then he'd hand them over to me, and I'd close all the deals. And we had a little small operation processor and stuff. And then, that led up to 2008 when everything kind of crumbled around us. And actually, he passed away in an ATV accident late 2008. And that's when I found the core the month after that.
And then you decided to be a loan rep, straight commission, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do. My son was born the next month. My wife was out of the business. It was only me, had lost my mentor. And fortunately, you showed up the next month so I could have a new mentor and coach.
Well, I look at, like I work for the number one mortgage owner in America, cross country, and he has pretty much done it on his own. How many people can say that?
Not many.
Like maybe guys like Elon Musk and, all the crazy wealthy people of the world. But for guys like me and you, I've had 10 mentors. How many have you had?
Gosh, maybe 6.
So 6 different coaches and mentors in your life that have helped. I wouldn't be where I am without the 10 guys. Like somebody taught me how to be on stage. Somebody taught me how to sell. Somebody taught me how to run a team. Somebody taught me how to save money. Somebody taught me how to invest money. Somebody taught me how to coach. I mean, somebody taught me how to be a husband. Somebody taught me how to be a Christian. I have teachers in every part of my life. Do you agree with me?
Everything's just a learned skill, but you need somebody in each part to help you out with that.
Now, coming from martial arts, how big is mentoring and coaching and teaching?
It's essential. It's the only way you're going to learn how to do the things and how to apply the things, and then also how to then teach other people the things.
There was a TV show 25 years ago, I don't know if you remember, called Kung Fu. And it was a show with David Carradine, and he lived in a Tibetan, like a monastery, like with monks. And there was an old blind bald guy. And he said, "Grasshopper, when you can take the stone out of my hand, you can leave." And for years, the kid tried to snatch the stone out of this blind rich guy's, and he never could. And he had to learn all these lessons and learn all these things about life. And then he went out on his own and he became a teacher. And I look at me and you, and we were both students for a long time, and then we became teachers. And I look at my business, and we have a different kind of business. You're still in production, correct?
Right.
So you'll close 15 to 20 loans a month personally,
Yep.
and you have a small branch. How many salespeople work for you?
4.
And how much business will they do?
They'll do another 15 to 20.
So they'll do another 15 to 20. So you'll put up 30 to 40 loans a month.
Yeah.
And you run what's called a net branch. What does that mean?
Basically where I get the money and then figure it out. So run a true P&L.
Right. So you're like an exclusive broker. Instead of selling to a bunch of lenders, you just sell the Nova Home Loans, which is a really good, really small private company, mostly in Arizona, correct?
Yeah.
And you've been at that company how long?
It'll be the same, 17 years. I moved.
So with all the money being thrown around, all the money being offered to top producers to move, I'm sure you get lots of offers. How come you've never moved?
Oh my gosh. There's just the grass is really just never greener. What's nice about the core is I get to hang out with everyone in all these other companies, and we're all just kind of the same. Like we all have issues and challenges, and no one's like super dialed. It's the only place to be, or we'd all be there.
I coach a national sales director of a company that years ago was a student. Then he became a coach. Now he's a national sales director. You remember Brian Smith?